Jai Hind, ladies and gentlemen. Aviation Safety India takes great pleasure in presenting a video presentation on helicopter operations at Kedarnath Helipad. Most of you must be aware about the Operation Circular 02 of 23 issued by DGCA on the conduct of helicopter operations at pilgrimage sites. The circular covers various aspects of helicopter operation at different pilgrimage sites, keeping the safety of operations uppermost in mind. Let's now move on to the video presentation. To begin with, first we shall have a look at the routing of helicopters for operators from operator helipad to Kedarnath. After takeoff from the respective helipad, the helicopter is to be climbed so as to reach 8,500 feet by valley entry. The helicopters shall maintain the right side of the valley and give standard calls at reporting points. There are few helipads open spaces en route to make an emergency landing in case of an exigency. On reaching Sonprayag, the helicopter will turn to the right and follow the valley past Gaurikund till it reaches Shri Kedarnath Helipad. The helicopter is to positively achieve 9,000 feet by Gaurikund and 10,000 feet by Bhimballi. The helicopter will then continue climb towards Lincholi and thereafter make a visual approach and land at Shri Kedarnath Helipad. Now we shall discuss routing of helicopters from Kedarnath to the operator helipad. The return path is through the same valley, ensuring a comfortable speed during descent and maintain minimum of 10,500 feet at Bhimballi and 9,500 feet at Gaurikund and vacating the valley at 9,000 feet. Thereafter, turn left and maintain on the right side of the valley. The helicopter shall not descend below 7,500 feet till it has positively crossed Mike. This is to ensure separation from inbound traffic airborne from Sarsi and Sitapur. Routing of helicopters from Sitapur and Sarsi to Kedarnath helipad. After takeoff from the respective helipad at Sitapur and Sarsi, the helicopter to climb to 7,000 feet in the direction facing toward Guptkasi and maintaining on the right side of the valley, all the while keeping in sight any helicopter exiting the valley oblique approaching the valley mouth. Thereafter, keeping a sharp lookout, the helicopter to turn left reciprocal at oblique before Mike and maintain on the right side of the valley, continue climbing and enter the valley at 8,500 feet, giving all relevant articles. Subsequently, the pilots to follow the procedure as given for departure from the operator's helipad. Routing of helicopters from Kedarnath to Sitapur and Sarsi. The pilots are to follow the procedure for a return flight from Kedarnath to the operator's helipad till the exit of the valley. Thereafter, the helicopter shall turn right and descend to 8,000 feet and then turn reciprocal to proceed to their respective helipads. Now we shall have a look at the helicopter traffic management. There are several helicopter operators stationed in the valley and their helipads are located all along the valley from Guptkasi to Sarsi. To ensure adequate spacing between helicopters and to standardize the various flying aspects, the following points shall be followed. There shall not be more than 4 helicopters at any given time flying within the Kedarnath Valley. A maximum of 6 helicopters may be airborne provided spacing is ensured in a manner so to have only 4 helicopters in the Kedarnath Valley. Let's now discuss stagger plan. The UCADA shall provide to operators block operating hours extending from sunrise to half an hour before sunset to ensure only 6 helicopters are operating within the block for Kedarnath operations. The stagger plan shall ensure equitable distribution of operators from each cluster oblique location. Stagger will be followed by operator to ensure only 4 helicopters, 2 inbound and 2 outbound, are operating within the Kedarnath Valley at any given time. Now, before departure, the pilots and the operations assistant coordinating the helicopter movement are to monitor the operating VHF frequency and ensure separation by staggering the departure based on the departing helipad and helicopter. After takeoff from helipad, the helipads at Fata oblique Guptkasi are in close proximity to each other and consequently pilots are to maintain a sharp lookout for each other while taking off oblique landing at these helipads. After takeoff from helipad, a sharp lookout is to be maintained on both sides of the valley to try and establish visual contact with other traffic. Pilots are to monitor operating frequency to establish the position of the preceding helicopter and reciprocal traffic. Adequate separation to be maintained with preceding helicopter at all times. Separation maintenance will be the responsibility of the following aircraft. Pilots are to keep a sharp lookout for any traffic on inbound, oblique outbound routing, and only then the route pattern is to be entered, keeping adequate spacing behind any other helicopter ahead, oblique behind in the pattern. If required, the helicopter to wait on the ground after startup to achieve adequate spacing. Now, during en route flying, helicopters are to maintain right side of the valley on both inbound and outbound route for lateral separation from reciprocal traffic. All pilots are to monitor operating frequency to establish position of reciprocal and preceding and following aircraft and form a mental picture of the traffic. Helicopters are to fly maintaining a speed not below 60 knots. At any time due to safety reasons, oblique spacing, the helicopter had to drop speed below 60 knots. A call to that effect had to be given for information of following aircraft. No aircraft shall overtake another aircraft in flight at any time. Change of sequence may be achieved between two helicopters by mutual consent on RT only when these helicopters are on the ground. Now on finals of the takeoff at Kedarnath Helipad. Only one helicopter is to be on finals or takeoff leg at any one given time at Kedarnath Helipad. The following aircraft is to commence the approach only if the preceding aircraft is either on ground at the helipad or has cleared reciprocally, that is, it has crossed Garud Chatti on the takeoff leg. No helicopter to initiate takeoff while the other helicopter is on finals oblique approaching on finals. Traffic arriving at Kedarnath Valley ex Dehradun Shastar Dhara. Charter helicopters are not permitted to operate directly to Kedarnath from helipads other than cleared for shuttle services. The operator oblique PIC of any helicopter intending to visit Kedarnath from helipads other than shuttle service helipads is to coordinate with the shuttle operator, and the helicopter is to land at the shuttle operator helipad and either transfer passenger to shuttle operator helicopter or use the time slot of the shuttle operator. The shuttle operator shall be responsible to communicate this arrangement to other shuttle operators. In such cases, the following shall be ensured by the operator oblique PIC. The PIC needs to coordinate with the relevant operator for the slot to ensure that not more than 6 helicopters are airborne at any given time. The PIC shall have flown a familiarization sortie with a type-rated DGCA FOI or TRE/TRI check pilot who has been standardized by DGCA FOI prior to undertaking the commitment. Now we'll discuss about various RT calls. All helicopters operating in the valley shall operate on 122.9 megahertz, that is main frequency, and 122.7 megahertz standby frequencies, and give the following mandatory RT calls: informatory blind transmissions. Before startup, for example, Victor Tango XYZ starting up at Swans Helipad, Guptkasi for Kedarnath. Before takeoff, call is to be given so-and-so helicopter taking off from so-and-so helipad, Guptkasi for Kedarnath. Abim Pinnacle Helipad, for example, Victor Tango XYZ, Abim Pinnacle, so many feet and climbing, give current flight altitude passing through. Abim UT oblique Prabhatam Helipad, Fata. Victor Tango XYZ, Abim Fata, so many thousand feet and climbing. Abim Himalayan Helipad, Sarsi, for example, Victor Tango XYZ, Abim Mike, so many thousand feet climbing. Before commencing reciprocal turn at 7,000 feet, this call is only for helicopter airborne from Sitapur oblique Sarsi helipad. For example, Victor Tango so and so, carrying out reciprocal turn and joining climbing route pattern 7,000 feet. Abim entry to Kedarnath Valley, entering valley at 8,500 feet. At Gaurikund, helicopter call sign Gaurikund 9,000 feet climbing. At Bhimballi, call sign of the helicopter Abim Bhimballi 10,000 feet climbing. At Lincholi, call sign of the helicopter Abim Lincholi so many thousand feet climbing. On finals at Kedarnath, helicopter call sign finals for Kedarnath. Before takeoff from Kedarnath, helicopter call sign taking off Kedarnath. At Garud Chatti, helicopter call sign Abim Garud Chatti, so many thousand feet descending. Abim Himalayan Helipad Sarsi, helicopter call sign Abim Mike, 7,500 feet descending. Abim UT oblique Parvatam Helipad Fata, helicopter call sign Abim Fata, so many thousand feet descending. Abim Pinnacle Helipad, helicopter call sign Abim Pinnacle, so many thousand feet descending. On finals, helicopter call sign on finals for helipad at Guftkasi. At Bhimballi, helicopter call sign Abim Bhimballi, 10,500 feet descending. At Gaurikund, so helicopter call sign Abim Gaurikund, 9,500 feet descending. At exit from valley, helicopter call sign exiting valley, 9,000 feet. Abim Himalayan Helipad Sarsi, helicopter call sign Abim Mike, 7,500 feet descending. Abim UT oblique Parvatam Helipad Fata, helicopter call sign Abim Fata, so many thousand feet descending. Abim Pinnacle Helipad, helicopter call sign Abim Pinnacle, so many thousand feet descending. On finals, helicopter call sign on finals for helipad Gupt Kasi. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for sparing your valuable time for going through this video presentation on a very important topic. Operations at Kedarnath Helipad are quite challenging, and hence it is essential that all the stakeholders are fully involved to ensure that the operations are conducted in safe and efficient manner in compliance with DGCAR circulars, rules, regulations, and standard operating procedures. DGCA must be complemented for issuing a very comprehensive circular covering various aspects of the operations. Wishing you all safe and happy flying at Kedarnath and many happy landings. Jai Hind.